For illegal aliens is the cry now being heard at rallies in the nation's capital this week. Those rallies, organized by radio talk show hosts, are protesting Washington's pro-amnesty open borders agenda. At the events, the crowd demanding action to keep our nation's borders secure and calling for English to be made the official language of this nation. Among those expected to attend the continuing rallies, the wives of imprisoned former Border Patrol agents Jose Campion and Ignacio Ramos. The former agents are serving lengthy prison sentences after the drug dealer was given immunity to testify against them. And a lack of support for those two imprisoned agents is just one of several reasons that rank and file Border Patrol agents today declared they no longer have confidence in their leadership, in the head of the Border Patrol in particular. And an outrageous decision made by an elected official. San Francisco's mayor says city employees will no longer help federal agents to enforce the nation's immigration laws. Lisa Sylvester reports on the frustrations that led Border Patrol agents to go public with their complaints against their chief, David Aguilar. Casey Wine reports on San Francisco, one of the nation's so-called sanctuary cities, now going a step further to protect illegal aliens and circumvent federal law. But first, Lisa Sylvester. Lisa?
Lou, many Border Patrol agents say they're being tasked with a job to protect the U.S. borders, but when they try to do their jobs, they are being punished. There is a real perception that higher-ups do not have their back and that Chief David Aguilar is not on the same page as many of the rank-and-file agents. Border Patrol Chief David Aguilar has the president's backing, touring the Mexican border with him this month. But many rank-and-file border agents have written him off as a leader who merely rubber stamps the Bush administration policies. One area of disagreement, a proposal to give millions of illegal aliens legal status. Many agents object to anything resembling amnesty.
We want leaders, not bobblehead dolls who nod their assent to whatever the administration tells them to do. It's a sense of the rank and file that if the President of the United States told the Chief of the Border Patrol to declare that the earth was flat, he would do that.
The National Border Patrol Council, which represents 11,000 agents, unanimously voted for a no-confidence resolution expressing their displeasure with Aguilar. Morale has plummeted since Border Patrol agents Ignacio Ramos and Jose Campion were sent to prison after shooting a suspect who was trying to smuggle more than 700 pounds of marijuana into the United States. At least 90 members of Congress support a pardon for the agents.
I think that giving Ramos and Campion basically murder sentences for the slight wounding of a drug dealer has a generally demoralizing effect on lots of would-be Border Patrolmen who say, that could be me.
The Department of Homeland Security responded to the no-confidence vote, saying Secretary Chertoff has complete confidence in Chief Aguilar and believes very strongly that he's demonstrating important leadership and effectiveness at a critical time. Under Chief Aguilar's tenure, we have ended catch and release at the border, and we are doubling the size of the Border Patrol. This no-confidence vote, this is the first of its kind. Now, the Border Patrol Council would like Border Chief David Aguilar ousted, but members recognize the no-confidence vote is largely symbolic. In fact, T.J. Bonner said, knowing the administration, what they'll probably see is a promotion for Mr. Aguilar. Lou?
Well, then we have only to guess at what awaits Attorney General Alberto Gonzales. Lisa, thank you very much. Lisa Sylvester from Washington. The mayor of San Francisco today flaunting his city's defiance of federal immigration law. And as Casey Wine now reports, Mayor Gavin Newsom says he's proud that San Francisco remains a sanctuary city for illegal aliens.
San Francisco Mayor Gavin Newsom is forbidding his department heads or anyone associated with the city from cooperating with federal immigration officials conducting worksite raids or roundups of fugitive illegal aliens.
We're a sanctuary city. We don't cooperate with the federal government as it relates to these raids. We work to raise awareness that we are a sanctuary city.
Newsom also told a Catholic immigrant rights group Sunday he will work to increase funding for city programs that benefit illegal aliens. And he promised to consider the wishes of day laborers before taking any action on that issue. The mayor appears to be responding to pressure from church leaders who advocate amnesty for illegal aliens.
We need to have a major assurance on the part of the city that there's going to be protection for them and that the sanctuary means something.
San Francisco has been an illegal alien sanctuary city since 1989, but the mayor's comments are a clear escalation of the city's open defiance of federal immigration law.
Mayor Newsom has shown contempt for the law. Federal law prohibits any official from prohibiting anyone in government, certainly police officers or other government officials, from cooperating with the feds on immigration matters.
Yet San Francisco's police department, under orders from city officials, refuses to cooperate with ICE on immigration law violations. San Francisco's not alone. Dozens of U.S. cities have sanctuary laws, including New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, and Houston. Immigration and Customs Enforcement say the sanctuary laws will not stop agents from conducting worksite enforcement raids nor rounding up fugitive illegal aliens, because generally local police are not involved in those operations, Lou.
Well, generally not, but the fact is, to hear the mayor of a major American city, and as you point out, there are others, to basically tell the federal government, go to hell, we're going to do what we want, without any sort of possibility of a consequence. I mean that's really, really amazing.
Yeah, it sure is, Lou, and it's gone a step farther than a lot of other cities. When Mayor Newsom said that he's trying to promote the idea that San Francisco is a sanctuary city for illegal aliens, it's almost as if he's inviting more to come to the city. What's really behind his message is that he says the immigrant community is in fear of these worksite enforcement raids, these roundups of fugitive. The immigrant community, not the illegal alien community. They stick to the story that legal immigrants are afraid of being deported as well.
Herman Goering. I mean, they're running so much propaganda, trying to confuse the debate, the national dialogue, by talking about immigrants rather than illegal aliens and legal immigrants. It's mindless beyond belief. What's really mindless is that we tolerate this nonsense. I can't imagine what the odds on the bet would be that the federal government doesn't go to the mayor, the city council of any one of these sanctuary cities and say, you know, we're just about to bring action for you for obstruction of justice. We have nothing in the code that says you will be punished a specific way, but in every instance, it looks like that's precisely what they're doing, doesn't it?
Yeah, it sure does. It does. It looks like the federal government is almost giving these sanctuary policies its stamp of approval, Lou.
You don't think. Casey, thank you very much.
Okay.
Casey Wine. That brings